So we're here this morning at Blue Jug of Gadsden, and this is Cole. This is the owner. So Cole, why don't you tell us what all you do and where you're located?
Well, my name is Cole Howard. I'm the owner of Blue Jug of Gadsden, which is an alkaline water refill station, health market, serving the local community here in Gadsden, Etowah County. We are located on 2002 Rainbow Drive. If you're coming from Gadsden, going toward Rainbow City, it's past top of the river on the left by half a mile. If you're coming from Rainbow City, it's like a mile or two inside the city limits. So it's pretty easy to find, very busy part of Rainbow Drive, right across the street from Regions Bank. Pretty easy to find. We're open 6 days a week too, so come by and see us.
Awesome. So you're right here in town then?
Oh,
right
yeah.
Right in the middle of all the action.
Pretty much, yeah.
So all your customers come from kind of both Rainbow City, Southside, and Gadsden, all of that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I have people from Rainbow City, Glencoe, Gadsden, Southside, all around. So some people from Jacksonville and a few from the Albertville area as well. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. So tell us about the water. That's obviously the number one thing you're known for. It's in the middle of the logo, the big blue jug with the smiley face on it. So tell us about your water. What makes it special?
So pretty much we take regular Gadsden City tap water, which is classified as not fit for human consumption. Don't drink this stuff, people. Wash with it. That's it. And we clean it by running it through natural mineral filtration that has calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and a dozen others to clean it as best we can to make it drinkable. We remove all the chlorine and all the fluoride by reverse osmosis, which is our purification process. And I think it's a more cleaner process than actually distilling it. And through the mineral wash of the filters and all that, we make the water alkaline. And all alkaline means water with alkalinity is water that is a high pH. Anywhere the pH is from 8.8 to 10 is considered alkaline. We keep ours about 9.1 to 9.6, so somewhere in that range. And we're a refill station as well, meaning if you have any containers at home, doesn't matter what they are, bring them in and I'll fill them up for you at $1.25 a gallon, which you cannot beat.
So tell me about some of the benefits of alkaline. What's because I drink alkaline water, right. I love it, but what are some of the benefits of having that alkalinity to it versus being a base or anything like that?
So when we're born, we're in an alkaline state. I mean, our pH is very, very, very high. And due to our diet and our consumption, we become acidic. So our body craves to be high pH. Again, helps out with our skins, our organs, our teeth, our joints, muscles, all that good stuff. Helps out with eczema, acid reflux disease, possible sleep apnea, weight loss. There are several other little health benefits as well. So
nice. I did not know that it would help with sleep apnea. I know, like people with acid reflux, a lot of times because tomatoes are very acidic.
Yes.
So this will help kind of neutralize those.
Oh yeah.
And I know with the water personally, I make everything with it. I boil, make tea. Try to cook with it as much as possible. Yeah. So it's good for a lot of that because I know you get a lot of customer questions about that. Different uses for the water because it's not just for drinking. No. But a lot of things that are involved with it, like boiling rice and any recipe that calls for water or where you need water in there, it's a perfect substitution.
Very much, very much so. I mean, tap water is good for washing, and that's pretty much about it. So you don't want it anywhere near your body because all the carcinogens and all the bad stuff that are in it, chlorine, the fluoride, all that other bad stuff. So you want to cook with it, eat it, drink it, do anything you can with this water to make your body more beneficial.
So take a shower with it too.
Yeah, that costs a little bit more, but yeah, you can do that. And we offer in-home systems as well. So if you want alkaline water at home, we could actually have a system put in your kitchen or battery or wherever you have the room. We also have a total home system that does all the water going into your home. So it takes out 85% of the chlorine that's in the water, helps out with kind of calcium buildup that can affect your hot water heater or your bathrooms.
So yeah, if you've ever taken the feed hose off of your washing machine, you see all that brown stuff in there and all that stuff, because if you don't know it, there's a screen that goes in there that serves as not even really a filter. It's just to catch debris and all that kind of stuff. So it's not helping anything, but with a whole home system, my parents actually have one. And it's funny, when we put the first one in and he turned the water on, then it took that first filter and just crushed that thing like a aluminum can. But he had the idea, and this is 20-something years ago, to have that whole home filtered system. Some of theirs are double filtered because the refrigerators have a filter.
Right.
Your filter is miles above basically anything that you're going to get on a fridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Those fridge ones, I mean, they do a little bit to get the water clean, but not really a lot, especially if you live in an area where the water is awful.
Or if you're on well water.
Yes. Anytime I have a customer come in, they say they have spring water or well water, I honestly tell them to go get it tested, because 20, 30 years ago, water wasn't that bad. We drink it out of a water hose just because, we were kids, didn't think anything about it. Nowadays, you have to have everything tested because big companies dump stuff all the time, and it just gets into underwater aquifers and makes it really, really bad for us.
Yeah, I know upriver from us, a lot of the problems with the Coosa River is our water source isn't necessarily our problem. It's what's done upstream
in Georgia and Dalton, those carpet mills and all that, dumping all that nasty stuff off in the river, man, because they're too cheap to get rid of it. But,
Yeah, that is a lot of problem. The point is, it's not us. We really don't put that much in there.
No.
But yeah, if it smells bad in there, then that's what's going in your water supply. So, and those sort of things do affect you underground aquifers. Around here, we've got a few sources of spring water that are traditionally known, and those have changed over the years. They're not the same as when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So a lot of difference there.
From my understanding, there's one up on Nakalula Mountain up on the Tabor Road that they found a spring down about 400 or 500 feet down, and it's supposed to be really, really good too. So
House Hollow was the one I knew about growing up.
Yeah. So I mean, anytime. Cave Springs is probably the major one that everybody knows about around here. But I mean, I'm sure they have their water tested too. So you'd have to if it's just open spring like that. I would hope so anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Always pays to have your water tested. Where do you usually go to get your water tested?
I test it myself.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I have certain devices and drops that I use to test the pH, the TDS, the total dissolved solids to make sure. Because my purified water, the TDS measures out at 0.00000. There's nothing in it at all.
Right.
So,
which is what you want.
For purified water, yes, you want nothing in it at all.
Water to be water.
Yes. Yes.
Could customers bring a sample in and have you test that too?
I can test the TDS. I can test the alkalinity of the water, but as far as chemicals in the water, no, I can't test that per se. There are certain companies. I think one's in Chattanooga. I don't really know right offhand the name of it, but there are certain companies that you will actually take your water to, and they will test it for carcinogens and all that other bad stuff. So.
Okay.
No.
Neat. And I know you said you did home delivery. You don't have to just come by the store. Is there a minimum quantity required for home delivery? Oh, wow.
No minimum requirement. All you got to do is just pay me.
Nice. Nice. And I know you also supply a lot of local businesses with water as well.
Yes.
Rise and Shine Wellness is one every time I go in there.
Rise and Shine Wellness, Bobcat of Gadsden, Realty Plus, Wood Chiropractic, Jones Chiropractic.
Oh yeah.
There's a few others. Blue Square Roofing company out of Boaz. So there's a few companies I deal with. So yeah.
It's companies that care about the water that their employees drink, not just getting the regular stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you think of buying cases of water that are sitting out in the sun. They are full of bad plastics. They've been out there a pretty good while. You don't know where they've been stored at.
They taste funky. And
it's very wasteful as far as plastic and otherwise. We are a refill station, meaning you can bring in anything, doesn't matter what it is, and reuse it until it gets holes in it, and then you just buy something else. I'm all about reusing everything till you can't use it anymore.
So this is milk jugs, orange jugs.
I wouldn't recommend used milk jugs simply because unless you wash them out really, really good, because they have a nice funky smell to them if you leave them capped up. So I would recommend, if you have milk jugs, wash them out very thoroughly before you bring them in here.
So I'll tell you what my mom has. I'll bring one of these down and let you refill it. Long time ago, nothing came in plastic. Everything came in glass.
Oh, yeah.
So we have glass. They were orange juice, and I just remember enough from my childhood of them because the label just finally fell off from enough washings. But it's a gallon-size glass orange juice container, or maybe 64 ounces. But that thing full of liquid is freaking heavy. But that was the point, is that everything came in glass all those years ago. So it was durable. It was made to be reused. We've gotten, to be kind, I'll say 40 years of use out of something like that. But some of those are much older than me. Like, I can't remember them not being around.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm with you. The more we throw away stuff, that's, waste. A lot of that stuff can be reused, but coming from the manufacturer, you don't really get much of a chance to reuse.
No.
Because I know you've got several different containers for sale, so you can even come into the store and you don't even have to have a container to refill. Even
oh no, I sell everything from a little 20-ounce aluminum bottle all the way up to the big 5-gallon container, and just in gallons and 2 gallons, 3 gallons in between and all that. So yeah.
Yep, like the one that we've got sitting here. Nice blue glass. Glass is best for storing
Blue glass is the best. Blue glass is a little expensive. It's a little heavy and a little fragile. That's the only bad part about glass. But it's the best container to drink out of because it leaves no taste, it leaves no residue, and you know what you get every time.
That used to be what pharmaceutical supplies came in like. What it would come into the pharmacy, you wouldn't buy that as a consumer, but they would come in like if you bought liquid Benadryl when it was not over the counter, when they had prescription strength Benadryl, the liquid stuff came in jars like that.
Yeah.
So they were brown glass too. So the color of it has to do with the light filtering and kind of like beer. Beer doesn't come. Beer does come in clear glass.
Good beer doesn't come in clear bottles.
Right. You want that light filtering in there. Same thing for milk. You don't want milk in clear plastic containers either.
Nope.
Mayfield, they do all their stuff in colored, and I try to buy theirs are very opaque. Or, milk when I was a kid came in cartons, which was kind of preferable, but a lot of cardboard waste on that. You can't really refill those guys. So containers do matter for water.
Yes, they do.
I like the reusable stuff, like the aluminum bottles. Those are nice because they're kind of slim, so they fit in car cup holders really well.
Oh no, they're very convenient. That's the reason why we have them that size. They're 20 ounces. They can easily fit in the cup holders, about any cup holder too. So
very portable, very durable.
Very durable, very portable, and they stay. And once you put them in the refrigerator, leave them in there for a while, they get pretty cold too. So
yeah, aluminum being an insulator,
don't put it in the freezer. Don't put it in the freezer.
No, don't put it in the freezer. You have a mess on your hand. And I know water is kind of the star of the show, and it's what most of the stuff's built around, but you carry other stuff too.
Oh yeah, we are a health market as well, so I try to keep as many local products in here as I can. So we've got kombucha that started out in Mentone, and then they moved operations down to Birmingham so they could get, it's still made in small pots, but just more little small pots, if you know what I mean.
I didn't know they started in Mentone. I didn't know they started in Mentone.
Harvest Roots is a company they started up in Mentone.
Nice.
In the back, I think the back of a gas station, if I'm not mistaken.
There ain't but what, 2 gas stations up there?
Yeah. So yeah, the one that's in the middle of town, not the one on the side, but the other one. That's where they started at.
Because there's a deli up there now.
Yes.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it is really good. Yeah, it's got good photo up there. It's a nice little area. I love Mentone.
I got a coffee cup from there last time I ate there. So
yeah.
I can't remember the name of it though. The Mentone Inn?
Yes.
I think it's the Mentone Inn or something like that.
Yeah. And then I carry Tanya Watts, who has Daisy Hemp products here locally in town. I carry her CBD products. We've got dog treats, lotions, face creams, pain salves, all sorts of smokable hemp as well. And then I have a local honey company that I'm got connected with, Northeast Honeycomb. They live in Ball Play. They have hives here, some in Glencoe, some in Georgia, and it's very, very tasty. Very, very tasty. I actually have some hot honey too that is coming out of Blount County. It's Hendrix honey out of Blount County. It's really, really good too, if you like a little spice to it. Then we have local coffee that's collected by Deep South Coffee Factory out of Center. So I've had some of their products in here, and
that's right there on Main Street, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I do believe so. Then I have my chocolate. I have is organic dark chocolate called Good Stuff Cacao, which is out of Tennessee. It's really, really good. It's actually a health-conscious snack if you don't eat the whole bag, which I've done before. But 5 delicious flavors and very, very tasty. And locally made goat's milk soap, lotion, and body butter that Amber Gentry, Forgotten Waste Farms out of Asheville. She used to live in Gadsden, but she lives in Asheville now. So I started carrying her products. Earnest Roots are farmer customers of mine out of Asheville as well, and I've started carrying their beef, pork, and poultry. All naturally raised, no bugs, no drugs, just about the best way you can do it. Specialty shower heads that are very, very much better than the ones you can get at the store. Locally produced homemade organic dog treats out of a lady I know of lives out of Oxford.
Ultimate Bakery.
Ultimate Bakery, if y'all look her up. And all natural cleaners that we carry in here too. And also I wanted to give a shout out to Heather Darbo and her Dog Love Company. So they take animals that are around this area and then take them up north or to about anywhere where you need them. So, and I have her shirts here for too. They're fundraiser shirts. So y'all come by and see me.
So coming back around to the honey, I've heard that there's benefit to having local honey, because I know it's always, if you see honey like in a grocery store, obviously it's not locally.
No,
it comes from where their supply chain comes from, but
Right.
has to do. There are health benefits by having locally produced honey.
Wherever you live, it's always close to have honey nearby, simply because of your allergies and the sinuses of all the plants that are around your area, and bees are the ones collecting and producing the honey, so therefore it's going to be beneficial for you all the way around. I mean, honey it never goes bad. Honey's been around for thousands, 10,000 years, if not longer than that. It never goes bad. They took honey out of Egyptian tombs, 3,000 years old, and they boiled it down. It's still good. It's an antibacterial, actually. You can actually put it on a wound. It'll actually help out with that too. But local honey is the best you can get for you. It's so beautiful when you get it too, and it tastes fantastic.
Yeah, it's great that you get a local focus on products. So everything that comes in from here is probably, what's your furthest product away? Probably 60 miles from Birmingham?
Either that, probably in Tennessee, probably the chocolate from Tennessee.
The chocolate from Tennessee.
Yeah, but pretty much everything else is within a 30, 40 mile radius of here.
Yeah.
Easy. So
nice.
yeah.
I've talked to Ernest Roots, so he's in the process of expanding so that they can have more products, better availability. But what's really nice about that, so you can actually purchase from them online and actually come pick up in store.
Yes, we are a drop-off point, meaning you can order their products online and they'd bring it here and you'd actually pick it up. So you don't have to go to Asheville. You can come to Gadsden.
Yep, it all comes frozen. But when I went down, I've actually seen the farm and a lot of his setup down there. I came home with a pack of chicken, and man, those drumsticks were amazing.
I bet they were, man. Yeah.
They were absolutely amazing. There is a difference when you buy whole food, so with no antibiotics, no anything like that. They raise chickens the way they were supposed to be raised, with nothing. They are free range, organic, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So just the taste difference, the cost difference really isn't that bad.
And plus, you're helping out an actual person, not a company. So that's the big thing. And my family and I actually got I think a quarter of a cow from Tennessee, and man, you're talking about good stuff.
I've had some local beef.
Oh God, it's so good.
So when I took cooking classes, one of the guys that was in the cooking class with me, he has cattle, so he does beef farming and everything. So one of the sessions he brought in, and he said, this is gonna be a treat tonight. 30-day dry aged porterhouses. And that's what we learned to cook steaks with. He had already trimmed them and all that kind of stuff. They were ready to go, but man, that was some great food. And one person in the class wanted it well done.
Poor soul.
Poor soul. But locally produced products, you always get better. You get the quality there that's with it too, because these people aren't producing necessarily to make a profit. They love what they do, and that love comes through in their products. So I try to buy as much local stuff as I can too. Yeah. A good thing is, because a lot of these people, to normally find them, you have to go when there's a farmer's market around. To find most of these people, you've got to go to the farmer's markets where they're there, and they're varying days. It's hard to keep up with the schedule, but kind of the advantage is that they can come into one place here and get everything that they need. So all your water filtration's done in store. That's something that's unique, because if I go to the grocery store, I don't know where this stuff's made. I don't know where it's come out of.
You go to that one at Walmart, man, that thing's nasty as hell. They don't clean that for nothing. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
utterly disgusting.
It's got Walmart grease all over it.
Yeah. They don't tell when the filters have been changed, if they've ever been changed.
You don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about that. I make mine fresh. Every day I pour it up fresh when you come in here.
Well, and being a refiller, when people come in, you can sit there and watch fill it up. It's part of the fun. You got the nice big faucet set up going, and it's always pretty interesting to see that.
Great customer service.
Amazing customer service. So you carry, most times that I've been in here, you carry everything out, whether it's like a 5-gallon jug.
Doesn't matter what it is, I'll carry it out for you.
You help bring it in. You meet them at the door, grab all the stuff, refill it, take it back out for them. That is, customer service is lost and dying art. I know we go to fast food joints and expect good customer service out of it, but when you shop local, again, you get people that actually care about what they're doing.
Yeah.
They care about the products that they sell, so they want to make it the best. Like, what I like about going to farmers markets is when you go there, usually you can sample products. They're like, here, try this. Please try this stuff. They keep samples ready for people. You can really sense the quality out of that stuff. And, you know, homemade products, we have a lot of stuff that's made within 30 miles of where we sit. It's just that
you can get just about everything you need within a 30, 40 mile radius of here.
And with these local products, a lot of times you get recipes have been handed down for a long time. Or, you know, the great thing about it too, somebody not like one of the local soap companies, they moved down from up north. I got to talk to them. They came down from Pennsylvania and wanted to homestead, got tired of the fast pace of life up there. So they came down here, bought a farm, and they produce their own health and beauty products, soaps and things like that. And it's nice because a lot of the ingredients are produced there, but you know, that's not a traditional recipe or, you know, a lot of tradition, but they still make high quality product.
One thing I want to mention is next week I am getting all natural beef jerky brought in here. I know a guy who has 40 different flavors of beef jerky. Local guy, lives up in northern Gadsden. He gets his meat from a farm in Southside. I will be bringing his products in here next week. Jerky, candy, gummies, dried fruits, all sorts of stuff. So, yes.
That's
and
nice.
it's
I like
really,
to see good food
really good.
products.
Really good.
What flavors of beef jerky? You said 40 flavors?
40 different flavors.
Dang.
Yeah. I told him to make me a list.
I was about to say, you need a list. To
I
keep
need
up
a
with all of
list.
those.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. That's good to see. My kid showed up from a farmer's market, and somebody was selling freeze-dried candies. So they would take like the sour gummy worms and freeze-dry them. So it's interesting. I'll have to leave it at that. Can't say it was my favorite or anything like that, but it's interesting when you go to these places and see what everybody offers.
yeah.
So, but the great thing is everything comes from local around here, and you get better quality products.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Just remind us one more time where you're located, what your hours are.
The address is 2002 Rainbow Drive in Gadsden. We are across from the Regions Bank on Rainbow Drive. Chicken Salad Chick is very close. The new Verizon store is very close.
The Sweet Nation is close.
Sweet Nation is very close. Top of the River is only half a mile away. We are normally opened Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. Saturdays, 10 to 2.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sitting down and talking with me about local products and everything that you got in the store.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.